Think 300 miles of range is impressive? China just dropped 5 electric cars that laugh at those numbers. We're talking 1,000 plus kilometers on a single charge, battery swapping in under 3 minutes, semi-solid state technology, and real-world highway tests proving these ranges actually work. This is our top 5 countdown of Chinese EVs with ranges that make range anxiety look prehistoric. And number 1 just drove over 1,000 kilometers in a real-world test. Hit subscribe, because these numbers are about to make your current EV feel like a short-range city car. First up is the car that turns range anxiety into a distant memory. Number 5. Xpeng P7. Imagine an electric sedan that travels 706 kilometers on a single charge, costs less than a base Tesla Model 3 in China, and looks like it rolled straight out of a design studio in Stuttgart. The Xpeng P7 is proof that you don't need a massive battery pack to achieve serious range. This thing uses just 80.9 kilowatt hours and delivers numbers that embarrass EVs with batteries twice that size. The Xpeng P7 made its world debut at the 2019 Auto Shanghai show and started deliveries in June 2020. It's a mid-size electric sedan positioned as a direct Tesla Model 3 competitor, and the Chinese Ministry of Industry and Information Technology officially verified its 706-kilometer NEDC range, making it the longest-range EV in China when it launched. That number is for the rear-wheel drive configuration with the 80.9 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The battery uses the latest generation prismatic cells with an energy density of 170 watt-hours per kilogram. Size-wise, the P7 stretches 4,997 millimeters long, 1,963 millimeters wide, and 1,440 millimeters tall with a 3,000 millimeter wheelbase. That's similar to a Tesla Model 3 or BMW 5 Series in footprint. The design is handsome with a fastback silhouette and clean surfaces. There's no front grille since it's a pure EV. One unique styling element is the headlight arrangement with a single LED strip up top and larger lamp units lower down. This graphic repeats at the rear with a full-width light bar. Inside, the P7 goes bold with a large display panel featuring a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster and a massive 14.96-inch center touchscreen. The screen runs Xpeng's Xmart OS infotainment system with over-the-air updates and an app store. Xpeng partnered with Chinese tech companies, so the car features Alipay in-car payment for charging and other services, plus a digital key that works with Xiaomi smartphones, smartwatches, and bracelets. The car is available with a Dynaudio sound system packing 18 speakers. Materials are premium with soft-touch surfaces and modern minimalist design. The P7 rides on Xpeng's smart electric platform architecture called SEPA. The base rear-wheel drive version uses a single motor, producing 196 kilowatts, roughly 263 horsepower, and 390 newton-meters of torque. This configuration achieves the headline 706-kilometer range figure. 0 to 100 km per hour happens in 6.7 seconds with a top speed of 170 km per hour. Charging the 80.9 kilowatt-hour battery from 30 to 80% takes 31 minutes using DC fast charging, 4.2 hours with a 380-volt AC charger, or 6.5 hours with a conventional socket. The smaller 70.8 kilowatt-hour option cuts those times to 28 minutes, 3.6 hours, and 5.7 hours respectively. That's competitive fast charging performance for a battery this size. Pricing in China starts around $46,000, significantly undercutting the Tesla Model 3 while offering similar or better range and performance. In higher spec models with full driver assistance systems, the range drops slightly to 656 kilometers but still remains deeply impressive. The P7 also comes in a wing edition featuring electrically operated front scissor doors with radars on each side to detect and avoid collisions when opening. Those gull-wing doors give it serious supercar drama while maintaining sedan practicality. Real-world owners report the P7 delivers on its range promises. Highway driving at steady speeds can achieve close to NEDC figures, while mixed city and highway use still delivers well over 500 kilometers. The combination of efficiency, technology, and value makes the P7 a genuine Tesla killer in markets where it's sold. Would you trade your Model 3 for a P7 if it came to your market with this range and pricing? Efficiency is brilliant, but what if you could swap your battery instead of charging? Number 4. BYD Han EV. Picture an electric sedan with the presence of a Mercedes S-Class, the acceleration of a sports car, and BYD's revolutionary blade battery technology delivering up to 715 kilometers of CLTC range. The BYD Han EV is the flagship of BYD's Dynasty series. and it proves that lithium iron phosphate batteries can deliver serious range without needing exotic chemistries or massive capacity. The BYD Han launched in China in July 2020 and quickly became one of the country's best-selling premium EVs. It's a full-size sedan measuring 4,995 mm long, 1,910 mm wide, and 1,495 mm tall, with a 2,920 mm wheelbase. That puts it squarely in E-segment executive car territory, similar to a Mercedes E-Class or BMW 5 Series in size, but with EV proportions and a sleek fastback profile. The design features BYD's dragon face language with a smooth, closed front fascia, slim LED headlights, flowing character lines, and a distinctive full-width rear light bar. The Han EV uses BYD's proprietary Blade battery, a unique lithium iron phosphate design that BYD claims takes up less space than conventional LFP batteries of the same energy capacity. The battery pack is 85.4 kilowatt-hours in the latest versions, up from the original 76.9 kilowatt-hours. BYD claims the Blade battery can be rapid charged from 30 to 80% in 25 minutes. The battery uses a cell-to-pack design for improved packaging efficiency and thermal management. BYD heavily markets the Blade battery's puncture resistance and thermal stability, claiming it's significantly safer than conventional battery designs. The base Han EV, called the Extended Range model, uses front-wheel drive with a 163 kilowatt motor producing 219 horsepower and 350 newton meters. This version delivers 605 kilometers of NEDC range and sprints to 100 km per hour in 7.9 seconds. The performance version adds a second motor for all-wheel drive with combined output of 380 kilowatts, roughly 517 horsepower, and 700 newton meters of torque. This dual-motor setup hits 100 km per hour in just 3.9 seconds with a top speed of 180 km per hour, putting it firmly in performance sedan territory. Inside, the Han EV delivers premium materials and modern technology. The dashboard features a large rotating touchscreen, typically 12.8 to 15.6 inches depending on market and model year, plus a digital instrument cluster. The screen can rotate between landscape and portrait modes. The interior uses Nappa leather in higher trims, ambient lighting, heated and cooled seats, and a premium sound system. Build quality rivals? A European luxury sedans with attention to detail in stitching and material selection. The Han EV is based on BYD's E-Platform 3.0 modular architecture, a next-generation skateboard platform designed specifically for EVs. The 2022 refresh brought significant improvements, including the larger 85.4 kilowatt-hour battery, updated motors with better thermal management, improved suspension tuning, and upgraded interior technology. The platform supports 800-volt architecture in some markets for faster DC charging up to 120 kilowatts peak. BYD markets the Han with a drag coefficient of 0.23, contributing significantly to its efficiency and range. The sleek fastback profile, flush door handles, active grille shutters, and carefully designed underbody all contribute to the low drag figure. Combined with the efficient LFP Blade battery and optimized powertrains, the Han EV achieves energy consumption around 15 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers in mixed driving, excellent for a full-size luxury sedan. Pricing in China starts around $43,000 for the base extended range model, rising to roughly $50,000 for the high-performance AWD version. European pricing is significantly higher at around 72,000 euros due to import duties and market positioning. That makes it competitive with Tesla Model S and well below German luxury sedans with similar performance. The value proposition is strong, especially in the Chinese market, where the Han delivers S-Class presence and serious performance at mid-range EV pricing. The Han EV proves that lithium iron phosphate batteries can compete with nickel-based chemistries on range while offering advantages in safety, longevity, and cost. BYD's Blade battery technology and platform expertise allow them to extract maximum efficiency from the chemistry. Would you trust a Chinese luxury EV over a German or American badge if the specs and pricing made sense? LFP efficiency impresses, but what if you went bigger on battery capacity? Number 3. GAC Aion LX Plus. Imagine an electric SUV with a battery pack so massive it holds 144.4 kilowatt-hours and delivers over 1,000 kilometers of range on a single charge. The GAC Aion LX Plus sounds like science fiction, but it's real, it's on sale in China, and it's rewriting assumptions about how much range an EV can actually deliver. This thing claims 1,008 kilometers of NEDC range, making it one of the longest range production EVs ever built. GAC Aion unveiled the LX Plus in November 2021 at the Guangzhou Auto Show and started sales in January 2022. It's an updated variant of the standard Aion LX, slightly longer at 4,000, dialed in 835mm versus 4786mm for the base model, with the same 2920mm wheelbase. Width is 1935mm and height 1685mm, putting it solidly in the mid-size electric SUV segment, similar to a Tesla Model X or Audi e-tron in footprint. The headline number is that 144.4 kWh battery pack. For context, a Tesla Model 3 used to have a 75 kWh pack. The Lucid Air uses 112.5 kWh. The Aion LX Plus battery is 28% bigger than the Lucid's pack. That's an enormous amount of energy storage in a single vehicle. The pack uses ternary lithium NMC chemistry with a silicon sponge anode, a proprietary GAC technology that improves energy density to 205 watt-hours per kilogram. That's not cutting edge by 2024 standards, but it's respectable for such a large pack. GAC's silicon sponge negative electrode battery technology makes the batteries lighter and smaller, while improving energy density, power delivery, and low temperature performance. According to GX, the silicon sponge technology reduces battery size by 20% and overall weight by 14% compared to conventional designs. By using this technology, GAC increased the Aion LX range from 650 km to 1,008 km within the same battery pack footprint. That's a massive improvement without increasing exterior dimensions. The LX Plus uses a single motor setup in the long-range version, producing 180 kilowatts and 241 horsepower with 350 Nm of torque. This rear-wheel drive configuration achieves the maximum 1,008 km range figure. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 7.8 seconds, with a top speed of 170 km per hour. GAC also offers dual-motor all-wheel drive versions with 360 kilowatts and 480 horsepower, dropping the sprint time to 3.9 seconds. The AWD versions use a smaller 93.3 kilowatt-hour battery and deliver 600 kilometers of range, prioritizing performance over maximum distance. The styling takes design cues from the smaller Aion V Plus with a more aggressive front fascia featuring a large waterfall-style grille pattern. The rear design echoes the front with sporty bumper treatments and the signature full-width taillights. The overall look is distinctive and modern without being overly futuristic. The LX Plus is equipped with 3 zoomable LiDARs located on the roof and sets on the sides for assisted driving on highways and in cities. That's advanced sensor hardware for a vehicle at this price point. Inside, the LX Plus features a Venus white theme with a 15.6-inch high-definition center screen running the ADIGO 4.0 operating system, powered by a 7nm 8-core Qualcomm 8155 chip. That's serious computing power for smooth, responsive infotainment. The cabin includes a 10-speaker Alpine sound system and Nappa leather seats in higher trims. The interior quality targets premium SUV buyers with soft-touch materials, ambient lighting, and attention to detail in fit and finish. GAC claims the LX Plus supports 480 kilowatt DC fast charging, though that requires GAC's proprietary ultra-fast chargers. On a 6C charge multiplier demonstrated at GAC Tech Day, the system delivered charging times of 8 minutes for 0 to 80% and less than 5 minutes to charge from 30 to 80%. In reality, only one 480 kilowatt charger station exists in Guangzhou, so most owners will use conventional DC fast chargers at lower power levels. Even at more typical charging speeds, the massive battery capacity means absolute range added per minute of charging is still impressive. The challenge with the LX Plus is weight. The standard Aion LX weighs around 2,180 kilograms. The LX Plus with its massive battery tips the scales at 2,720 kilograms. That's 540 kilograms, or more than half a ton of additional weight. For comparison, the new BYD Han EV's 100 kilowatt-hour LFP battery weighs significantly less. The weight penalty impacts handling, efficiency, and tire wear. It's a trade-off for maximum range, but one that raises questions about whether such a large battery is the right approach. Pricing starts at 459,600 yuan, roughly $72,000 US for the top-spec 1,008 kilometer range version. Lower range versions with the 93.3 kilowatt-hour battery start from 286,600 yuan, around $45,000. That positions the LX Plus as premium but not exotic, competing with well-equipped Tesla Model X and European premium electric SUVs while offering unique range capabilities they can't match. Real-world range will obviously fall short of the 1,008 kilometer NEDC claim. NEDC is notoriously optimistic compared to EPA or even WLTP standards. Using typical conversion factors, the 1,008 kilometer NEDC figure likely translates to roughly 430 to 480 miles EPA equivalent. That's still exceptional and would place it near or above the Lucid Air in real-world highway range. The efficiency story is less impressive than smaller battery rivals, but the absolute range capability is undeniable. Massive capacity delivers range, but what if you combined size with efficiency? Number 2. Zeekr 001. Picture a shooting brake. EV with Porsche Panamera Sport, Turismo styling, a 140 kWh CATL Keelan battery, over 1,000 kilometers of claimed range, and the ability to charge at 546 kilowatts peak on Zeekr's Vi3 superchargers. The Zeekr 001 is Geely's premium electric statement piece, and it's proven in real-world testing that Chinese EVs can genuinely deliver on their range promises. The Zeekr 001 debuted in April 2021 as the first vehicle from Zeekr, Geely's premium electric brand. It's built on the Sustainable Experience Architecture platform, the same skateboard underpinning Polestar and Volvo EVs. The 001 is claimed to be the world's first mass-produced EV shooting brake, a fastback wagon body style similar to the Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo. Dimensions are 4,970 mm long, 1,999 mm wide, and 1,560 mm tall with a 3,005 mm wheelbase. That's substantial road presence with the practicality of a wagon and the style of a performance coupe. In January 2023, Zeekr upgraded the 001 with the option for CATL's Keelan battery, a third-generation cell-to-pack design with energy density of 255 watt-hours per kilogram. The Keelan 140 kilowatt-hour pack was initially limited to just 1,000 units as a special long-range edition. This version delivers a CLTC range of 1,032 kilometers, over 640 miles. That makes it one of the longest-range production battery electric vehicles globally. The 001 is also available with more common 86 kilowatt-hour and 100 kilowatt-hour battery packs delivering 546 and 741 kilometers respectively. The long-range Keelan version uses a single rear motor, producing 200 kilowatts and 272 horsepower, with 343 newton-meters of torque. This setup prioritizes efficiency over performance. 0 to 100 km per hour takes a leisurely 6.7 seconds with a modest top speed. The focus is entirely on maximizing range rather than chasing acceleration numbers. Standard dual-motor AWD versions produce 400 kilowatts and 536 horsepower, hitting 100 kilometers per hour in 3.8 seconds. The Zeekr 001 FR performance variant pushes that to an insane 931 kilowatts and 1,248 horsepower with quad motors, hitting 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.02 seconds. The 2024 refresh brought significant updates including an 800-volt high-voltage charging system supporting peak charging power up to 546 kilowatts, demonstrated on Zeekr 5.3 superchargers. That's among the fastest charging speeds of any production EV globally. The updated model features Zeekr OS 6.0, a 15.05-inch 2.5K OLED center screen, and a 35.5-inch AR head-up display. Battery options now include 95 and 100 kilowatt-hour packs with ranges up to 675, 705, and 750 kilometers depending on configuration. Interior quality is premium with a 14.7-inch central screen, 8.8-inch digital gauge cluster, and a 5.7-inch rear screen for passengers. Equipment includes heated and cooled electric front seats, Nappa leather in multiple colors, 3-zone climate control, and a premium Yamaha audio system. The optional Z Sport package adds 22-inch forged wheels, larger Brembo brakes, and upgraded 18-way adjustable sports seats. Adaptive air suspension and LED matrix headlights are standard across the range. Zeekr positions the 001 as a premium lifestyle vehicle competing with the Porsche Taycan Sport Turismo and Audi e-tron GT. The shooting brake design offers genuine practicality with a large cargo area behind the rear seats. With the rear seats folded, it becomes a serious luggage hauler suitable for family trips or outdoor adventures. The combination of style, performance, range, and practicality targets affluent buyers who want an EV that doesn't compromise. Pricing for the 140 kilowatt-hour Keelan version starts at 403,000 yuan, roughly 58,000 US dollars. That's a 130,000 yuan premium over the base 001, bringing the starting price to around $43,500. The 001 is sold in Europe, where it competes with premium German EVs, though pricing is higher due to import costs. The value proposition remains strong, offering unique range capability and Chinese EV technology at prices below comparable European performance EVs. The Zeekr 001 with 140 kilowatt-hour Keelan battery proves that 1,000 kilometer range is genuinely achievable in a production EV. Real-world highway testing validated the claims in ways few other EVs have matched. Would you choose this over a Porsche Taycan or Audi e-tron GT for similar money if it came to your market? 1,000 kilometers is incredible, but the number one car takes it even further. Number 1. Nio ET7. This is the car that drove 1,070 kilometers on a single charge in a real-world test, swaps its battery in under 3 minutes, and uses semi-solid-state technology with energy density that makes conventional lithium-ion packs look ancient. The Nio ET7 with the 150 kilowatt-hour battery doesn't just claim insane range on paper, it proved it on public roads with journalists watching. And it's available right now through Nio's battery subscription service. The Nio ET7 is Nio's executive flagship sedan, unveiled in January 2021 and serving as the brand's technology showcase before the ET9 arrives. It's a full-size luxury sedan measuring 5,325 millimeters long with a 3,060 millimeter wheelbase, similar in size to a BMW 7 Series or Mercedes S-Class. The ET7 rides on Nio's NT 2.0 platform and features a fastback, liftback body style with a drag coefficient around 0.23 for excellent aerodynamic efficiency. The magic is in the battery. Nio offers the ET7 with 3 battery options: 75, 100, and 150 kilowatt hours. The 150 kilowatt hour pack is the game changer. It's a semi-solid state battery developed by Beijing-based Wilian New Energy Technology with energy density of 360 watt hours per kilogram at the cell level and 260 watt hours per kilogram for the complete pack. For comparison, most current lithium-ion cells sit around 250 to 280 watt-hours per kilogram. The semi-solid state design allows significantly higher energy density in the same physical package. The remarkable part is the 150 kilowatt-hour pack has the exact same dimensions as Nio's 75 and 100 kilowatt-hour packs: 2,062 millimeters long, 1,539 millimeters wide, and 186 millimeters tall. The 150 kilowatt-hour pack weighs 575 kilograms, just 20 kilograms more than the 100 kilowatt-hour pack at 555 kilograms. For context, BYD's 135.5 kilowatt-hour LFP battery weighs 903 kilograms, a massive 227 kilogram penalty for less capacity. Nio's achievement in energy density is genuinely impressive. Nio claims CLTC range of 1,044 kilometers with the 150 kilowatt-hour battery. In December 2023, Nio founder and CEO William Li personally tested the claim in a live-streamed 14-hour journey from Shanghai. The ET7 traveled 1,044 kilometers with 3% battery remaining, confirming the CLTC figure as achievable. Li drove cautiously at a maximum speed of 90 kilometers per hour, with 92% of the route covered under Navigate on Pilot Plus autonomous driving. Energy consumption averaged 13.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. In April 2024, Nio conducted another test with 3 ET7s on different routes. The Kunming to Zhangjiang route achieved 1,070 kilometers before the battery depleted, setting a new record. Average energy consumption was 12.7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, with 70.7% of the route driven on autonomous pilot. The Beijing to Hefei route reached 1,062 kilometers, and the Shanghai to Xiamen route hit 1,046 kilometers. These weren't controlled tests on closed tracks. These were real public roads with real traffic conditions. Nio's battery swap system is the other half of the story. The 150 kilowatt hour pack is only available through battery as a service, where customers buy the car without a battery and pay monthly subscription fees. Users can swap from a 75 or 100 kilowatt hour pack to the 150 kilowatt hour pack at 4th generation swap stations in about 144 seconds. That's faster than filling a gas tank. Nio plans to deploy the 150 kilowatt hour batteries to swap stations starting in May or June 2024, making the technology available across their network. The catch is cost. Nio's co-founder revealed the 150 kilowatt hour battery pack costs roughly the same as an entire ET5 sedan, which starts around 328,000 yuan or 48,000 US dollars. That explains why it's only available as a rental rather than purchase. Most customers will use smaller batteries daily and swap to the 150 kilowatt hour pack only for long trips. This flexible approach makes the ultra-long range accessible without forcing everyone to pay for and carry a massive battery all the time. Inside, the ET7 features a curved digital instrument display, center infotainment screen, and Nappa leather throughout. The 2024 refresh upgraded to a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8295 SoC with 4 NVIDIA Orin X chips called ADAM, delivering massive computing power for autonomous driving. The Nomi AI assistant now uses GPT models run locally without requiring internet connection for improved privacy. Nio's Aquila 2.0 sensing suite includes 33 sensors with 7 8-megapixel cameras, 4 surround cameras, a LiDAR with 500-meter range, 5mm wave radars, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and 2 high-precision positioning units. The system generates 8 gigabytes of data per second. Pricing for the ET7 with battery as a service starts starts around 328,000 to 358,000 yuan, roughly $48,000 to $52,000. Adding the 150 kilowatt-hour battery subscription costs significantly more per month, but users only pay when they need it. For buyers who purchase the battery outright, the 100 kilowatt-hour version starts around 458,000 yuan or $67,000. That positions the ET7 as premium but attainable, especially compared to European luxury sedans. The ET7 proves range anxiety can genuinely become obsolete. Over 1,000 kilometers of real-world verified range eliminates the mental calculation every EV driver does about charging stops. Combined with battery swapping for trips where even 1,000 kilometers isn't enough, Nio has created a system that removes range as a consideration. The semi-solid-state battery technology and swappable architecture point toward the future of EV infrastructure. Would Western brands ever embrace battery swapping, or will they continue insisting on ever larger batteries and faster charging? So there you have it, 5 Chinese electric cars with battery ranges that make 300 miles feel like a short commute. From 706 to over 1,070 kilometers in real-world testing, these cars prove range anxiety is a solvable problem. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives on Chinese EV technology, and drop a comment telling us which range champion you'd actually buy.